one of the most dramatically conceived in world sport, part of a huge complex. It holds 75,000 people, but tonight I'd say round about 40,000. Don't be confused, by the way, by these colours. These are Bayern supporters, well, mixed in with the Aberdonians, because both official colours are red and white of both teams. I would say there's probably round about a couple of thousand Aberdeen supporters at the stadium tonight, and they've been making their presence felt in no uncertain manner, and indeed in a very tuneful manner, good-natured. And there is the recognition by two outstanding teams of the crowd who've turned up on a rather chilly night. I mean, looking down on even Alec Ferguson there and Archie Knox, who are right underneath us. That's a very good view of them from the camera on the track, but to us away up high, they look like miniature chess pieces. Gordon Strachan getting into the special sleeping bag from survival kit. And Strachan may yet play a part in this game, depending on the way the game is going. The German lineup is unchanged from Saturday. They have been playing impressively. Recently they won by 5 clear goals in the Bundesliga game. That is Uli Hoeneß sitting down there, the general manager. You probably remember him from the days when he was one of the principal strikers in the German national squad. And Aberdeen, of course, will be playing in a change strip with Bayern in the red. Aberdeen fielding the team that beat Celtic 3-1 recently and saw an enormous roar. The quarter-final gets underway. And the ball is touched by two men who will play a vital role for Aberdeen, McLeish and Miller. Dong-Erik Black fencing there immediately. The Germans, I think, throughout the country were impressed by Hamburg this afternoon. We watched them on television decimating Dynamo Kiev in Russia. Very impressive performance. If Bayern play anything like that, then Aberdeen will find it very difficult tonight. Kennedy. Well, McGee trying one of his turns. I would have thought he was impeded there. The referee tonight is Emilio Carlos Guruqueta. This little player, Nachwey, East German, defected to the West 5 years ago. Rummenigge trying to get the turn, and he does, and Aberdeen are back very quickly in Leighton. Fully stretched. Well, I think all the Aberdeen hearts are pumping very quickly after that, but on the other hand, it's good to see a goalkeeper early in action in this atmosphere. Combining very well with Nachwey. They will obviously want to bring this man into the game a lot. That's a very poor ball, and it's careless ball there by McLeish. They can scarce afford to make mistakes in that area. Gremler coming forward, World Cup man. Del High. There's the pace that he has. Rugby's there, and so is Leighton. And surely Hoeneß going in there, tried to intimidate them, and came off worse. He actually looks older than Uli, his older brother. Well, this man getting a lot of the play. Kraus. Rummenigge. Willie Miller. Close beside him. Rummenigge, twice European Player of the Year. Peter Weir goes after it, and Aberdeen gets the throw. Black just kept in. Easily brought down by Horseman. Grober, the central defender. Aberdeen rightly channeling all the reserves back towards the middle of the field when the Germans get possession. And I'm quite sure that Aberdeen, when they play defensively, will use that area, that zone, halfway inside their own half. No use defending on the edge of your own box. Sometimes can be fatal. Well, that was a good ball by Breitner. Easily mopped up by Willie Miller. Miller again breaking. Superb ball. Weir. Run there by Bell. It's a very good run indeed. Bell's going in. He tries to flick it straight. The pass, I think, a bit too square. Cooper. Well, the goalkeeper not doing at all well. Well, I think the Germans most fortunate to get a very benign rebound there. I think either McGee or Bell not sharp enough to put that away. Loud roars of anticipation as Rummenigge went after that. Well, that is a glimpse of the Aberdeen support now. Little phalanx of them. You can probably hear the Aberdonians in the background. It's the biggest support I've ever seen in Europe outside of the Old Firm. Rummenigge. Del High. Tricky little winger. Rugby with them. Man. Muller. Oh, brilliant tackle again. Neil Simpson, under 21 international, done with a lot of class. Black hesitated a bit with that. It's gone loose. Peter Weir, there's a shot and it's brilliantly saved. Oh, I know how he feels. We can forgive him. Quite superb shot. For a moment, it looked as if the bounce might cause him his judgment. You can see it going up very high. He kept it down, and I'll tell you what, that was a truly magnificent save to prevent Aberdeen from going into the lead. I don't think any of the group of players knew where that ball had ended up. Almost 20 minutes gone, and a very sound performance by Aberdeen so far. Weir's come right across to the other side. Well done, Black is creeping in for that. Muller out first. And the player we haven't seen, and I don't want to tempt Providence, we haven't seen him yet, is Paul Breitner. And I hope it stays that way for the rest of the 90 minutes. Three defenders drifting out towards him. Well, the upshot of that is if you can get the ball past the three, there's some gaps inside. That's a brilliant play by Del High. Cooper goes back with them. There's Breitner. He wants the 1-2. Rummenigge. Oh, brilliantly brought down. That was going like a rocket from the foot of Nashby. He hit it very well because defenders were converging on him. The beauty of it was he kept it low, and as it skimmed across, it made it very difficult. And Leighton looks good tonight. McLeod's doing extremely well to get his head there. The Kunis is very, very good in the air. Kunis is kept out of the German side by Rubesch of Hamburg, but to my mind, Kunis is a better player. I think his time will come. That's McLeish again. Nagby. Neat ball by Cooper to Black to Simpson. That's Simpson. Well, that's good plays. Kennedy goes in the run. Has he got the pace? He does. Black is after it. Oh, the bounce unkind. Desperately unlucky. There's Rugby. With a big man, nice neat touch, and Eric Black desperately unlucky with the bounce of the ball. Well, that was another fine move by Aberdeen. They've got to have the pace and the accuracy of pass to get in behind his defence, and he almost did it there. McLeish, Breitner. Cooper. Didn't deflect that at all well. Well, that's a brilliant ball. McGee. He is black inside. Cooper going up. There's McGee. I think he'll try his own. He does. Oh, it's almost there. Brilliant move. And I just wish that we had seen that replay there. Just touched away there is Cooper with it. Well, a great run by McGee. Took it on the right. Does this in Scotland and club football so well. He's very well balanced. Drifting towards his player with that easy loping style of his. And then that delicately judged shot. Look at that. I mean, would that not make a heart bleed? Well, that's a happy sound. Score still nothing each. Aberdeen have played with great control. Rugby in a bit of a quandary away in that far corner. It's a throw. Corner kick. Well, he was rather panicked by that. It was rather strange. That really puts the pressure on his defence, and Breitner is taking this. Well away by Dougie Bell. Now Mark McGee. And there goes the half-time whistle. If you can hear the rise of whistles, it's only an indication of the Germans have been quite astonished by the way Aberdeen have played. They have been extremely level-headed, sensible and professional about their task. Their control in midfield has been quite excellent. But look at these opportunities they've had. Some superb shots at goal. That absolutely brilliant save that Fuller had to pull out from Peter Weir. Then that glorious drive forward there by Mark McGee, almost bringing a goal. Now there's a long way to go, and recent history tells us that Bayern lacerated Spurs in the second half in the last round. But the way Aberdeen are playing, I think we could look forward to the next 45 minutes with a great degree of confidence. Well, Bayern Munich certainly didn't get a very warm reception when they came on. But, you know, football matches sometimes take sudden changes, of course. But having said that, I think quite clearly Aberdeen were the better team in that first half. Always very difficult to underline that in a way that doesn't tempt providence. But if we judge the first half and try and project that kind of play into the second, then Aberdeen should really have no fears. Well, Uli Hoeneß, second from the right there beside the coach Palcher's Chernai, said to me that Bayern really need 2 goals to come to Pittodrie with. Morgenthaler. Ooh, that's a bad one. McGee. Where goes McGee? Brought down. Free kick. And did the referee look for a card? No, he didn't. As I said, anybody can send off 4 men in an Italy-Uruguay international is something special. Peter Weir's come across the short one. Cooper's with it. And that red defence came out like a tidal wave there, realizing that somebody was following up. McGee. Kennedy. Rather loose with that one, though. Here's Willie Miller. Rugby. To Weir. Rows of anticipation from the Aberdeen supporters when he gets the ball. Held on to it slightly too long that time. Dougie Bell did well to get to the line. Gets the corner. Dougie Bell almost given away by St Mirren. It really is astonishing that St Mirren let him go. Rugby. Weir. Not sure that they'd proved anything, that move, putting it in like that. There's McGee. Doesn't get the right support, and taken away by Grover. Well, when a player, a central defender, and an experienced one like Grover, who was signed for a huge fee from Eintracht Braunschweig last season, does something fundamentally wrong like that, they cannot be at all happy. Weir, that's a good-looking ball. Oh, it's beyond black. And it's still in play. And I think the push. A superb move again. And Aberdeen clearly have had the best chances in this match. And it's so frustrating they haven't been able to put them away. Ogantala. Sure, Alec Ferguson must have said something about the last Spurs match here in the dressing room at half-time. There's the kind of ball that's very inviting. And perhaps for the first time in the match, Rummenigge and Hoeneß linked up. Rummenigge seeing a little bit of a spare space. Always pushed it away. Del High with us. All the big men are up. There's an appeal there for offside. And the linesmen, I must say the linesmen are a little eccentric as far as I'm concerned, because they're raising the flags. I've noticed this twice. And they're not been in line with the play. Black, good jump by Black, and that's a little bit effete there by Mark McGee. Should be much more incisive than that. There's Breitner going in, and a good tackle by Simpson. Sometimes when the red shirts get the ball, I think I'm seeing Aberdeen. There's a good save. Oh yes, blatant. I mean, to get down to this man's shot, he scored so many like that. An early shot, low, driven powerfully. And it curls, and Leighton takes that well. And a fine display of Scottish goalkeeping tonight. That's McGee. Just a bit too casual again. I think he'll try to get to that line. Gets through. Brilliant move again by McGee. Many times we've seen him do that. Close control, strength. Head over the ball. The figure, diminutive figure I may say, of Peter Weir trotting out to take this corner kick. That classic slope of terracing away behind him. A lot of swing in it. Everybody back bar Rummenigge. Weir, that's a good curl at Alec McLeish. One of these rare moments when McLeish allowed himself the luxury of a closer look at the Bayern goalkeeper Manfred Müller. Aberdeen on the verge of substituting. Gordon Strachan is coming to the touchline as Bayern mount this through Del High. Breitner. Rugby, Breitner. That's a neat little touch. And there's a way pass. Goal kick, and it might even have been a free kick for the way Rummenigge went in. There he is, at long last, for the first time in 6 weeks. And they love him. Gordon Strachan. McGee can't quite get in, and back come the Germans. Gross attacking well. Cooper can't clear it cleanly enough. Rugby's in the way. And Aberdeen are defending. Well, that's the substitution now. What a pleasant sight to see Gordon Strachan back in the game again, with exactly 14 minutes remaining. Now, it's going to be interesting to see Gordon play, because he has been training, doing a lot of circuit training, weight training, to keep up his stamina. He's had to watch his hamstring because he's broken down, and there's young Eric Black with a marvellous future in front of him. Cleanly away. Leighton. Done with the utmost confidence again. Well, there we are. It's been a long journey, but they've found the most complete satisfaction in the stadium tonight. What's more, I think they'll enjoy the beer killers in Munich. Mark McGee. Strachan with it, McGee following up. That's a deep ball inside and puts away there by Kraus. Well, sometimes when that happens, you get the indication that they think there's not going to be a goal. Well, let's not say that, but some of the Munich people deciding to get out before the traffic jams. Aberdeen's third corner in the second half. Gordon Strachan. Weir takes careful aim. There's McLeish trying to go for it. Right, not trying to make the break. Strachan, oh, too quick with that. Rugby done confidently. Well, they said that was a free kick. 4 minutes remaining. Breitner to take it. Back to Aberdeen again. Oh, there's another superb save, this time from Augenthaler. Well, I hope we keep a catalogue of these saves. Sometimes Scottish goalkeepers get knocked a little. There is less than 1 minute remaining, and Aberdeen now have got to summon up everything, concentration, reserves of strength. And I think Gordon will get down and play until he's on his knees to keep this going. This scoreline, this is dangerous. Oh, that's wide. Knocked by. He did have an opportunity. Exactly half a minute left of this game by our watch. So far, a superb night for Aberdeen, and don't they know it? Played in the most majestic setting. 15 seconds left. Breitner goes for it. Gordon Strachan hasn't got the pace. And the game is up according to our watch. We must now keep our eye on the referee, who looked very quickly across to the linesman there. And there it is. What a performance by Aberdeen. It is only the halfway stage. I know we've got to be cautious, but they're throwing caution to the wind. They're about to hit Munich and have an enjoyable night, and they deserve it because they've supported a team which has excelled itself.